All right, today we are diving into the Chihuahua owner's playbook, and we're zeroing in on a concept that might surprise you: the sheer luxury of having a calm dog. We're going to explore how to take all that potential chaos and transform it into a really cool, peaceful partnership with your tiny friend. You know the deal, right? The classic Chihuahua paradox, and this tagline nails it. These are tiny dogs with absolutely massive personalities. It's why we love them. But let's be honest, it's also what can make everyday life feel, well, a little wild. And that's the big question, isn't it? How do you actually get from the constant barking, the potty accidents, and that frantic, nervous energy to a place of cool, calm confidence? Well, let's unpack the playbook's really elegant solution. Okay, let's kick things off with the core philosophy here, because this isn't about that old school, super rigid training. Not at all. It's about achieving a sense of calm that feels like a genuine luxury for both you and your dog. And here's why this approach really works. It's not some strict, overwhelming rule book. Think of it more like a supportive coach in your corner. It's all about clear, simple steps, short little training sessions, and getting those quick wins that boost everyone's confidence. So before we can even think about changing behavior, we have to get what's going on inside their little heads. This part is a complete game changer. It's all about shifting your mindset away from frustration and towards empathy. That's the foundation for everything. And here it is, the big reframe. That thing we call stubbornness, 9 times out of 10, it's actually your dog trying to tell you something's wrong. Are they scared? Are they totally confused by what you're asking? Or are they just completely overstimulated? Getting this, it changes everything. This is how you start to figure it out. You stop guessing, and you start learning to read their body language. You know, things like a tucked tail, licking their lips, looking away. Those aren't them being defiant, they're signals. And this guide shows you exactly how to decode them. The whole thing really boils down to these 4 pillars: a predictable routine, which makes them feel safe, short micro sessions so they don't get overwhelmed, calm exposure to new stuff, and simple prevention habits to stop problems before they even start. It's simple, but man, is it powerful. Okay, let's get into the practical stuff. This is where the playbook really shines, giving you actual steps you can put into practice, like today, and start seeing a real difference. It all kicks off with this 7-day at-home training plan. And look, the goal here is not perfection. It's about making progress. It's about quickly building a foundation of calm and connection so the whole thing feels totally doable right from day one. All right, let's tackle one of the biggest headaches: potty training. The system here is all about managing the situation and using positive reinforcement. You can see the key parts: a super consistent schedule, rewarding them right away, and cleaning up properly. You notice what's missing? Punishment. Because that just creates fear and teaches them to hide where they go. Now, crate training. I know it can feel like a lot, but it's broken down into 5 really logical steps. The whole point is to create a safe little home base for them, not a prison. You start by making it inviting, you feed them in there, and then you get to the crucial steps, only letting them out when they're calm and slowly, gradually building up the time. And what about that infamous barking? The strategy here is to get to the cause, not just shush the sound. It's about managing how close they are to whatever's setting them off, teaching them something else to do, and rewarding them when they're quiet. You're not just silencing a bark, you're actually calming the emotion that's driving it. So once you start getting those immediate behaviors under control, the playbook shifts focus to long-term health and wellness. This is about leveling up your care from just reacting to problems to actively preventing them. This right here is where that idea of luxury really comes into play. See, it's not about designer collars, it's about having the knowledge to keep your dog safe. Knowing the signs of an emergency like hypoglycemia, which is common in small breeds, and knowing which everyday foods are actually toxic, that proactive care is the real luxury. It prevents heartbreak. And that brings us to maybe the single most important role in the entire playbook. When in doubt, call your vet. Don't guess. Don't wait and see. A quick phone call is the smartest thing you can do. It's your ultimate safety net, and it saves you so much stress in the long run. A true partnership is really built on a foundation of good health. This vaccination timeline is a perfect example. These simple prevention routines, they're not just chores on a to-do list, they're investments that add happy, quality years to your Chihuahua's life. So all of this brings us to the ultimate goal. This is what all these efforts are building towards. It's about completely redefining what a successful relationship with your dog actually looks and feels like.
I absolutely love this concept, calm curiosity. It's such a smart and realistic goal. It's not about forcing your Chihuahua to be a social butterfly who loves every person and dog. Nope. It's about empowering them to feel safe enough to just watch the world go by, building their confidence on their own terms without fear. Because in the end, this isn't about chasing some impossible idea of a perfect dog. The real prize, the ultimate luxury, is crafting a deep, understanding, and calm partnership. And that is the Playbook's final